Hello, welcome back, guys. This is going to be part 2 of the Morrowind walkthrough, and this is going to be the main storyline. We have to go and meet with Vivec, and this is part of, as I said, the storyline. So once you come out of the tutorial, you are going to land up in this boat. Now, the first thing that you need to do to pick up the quest is to go around all through this house here in Seda named the Census of Excise office. Eventually you will get right here, which is right behind the building, and you'll have to speak to Alvesa, and then Alvesa is going to be to give you the main storyline quest you have to follow, which is Divine Conundrum. Okay, this is the one that we have to follow. Okay, so once you have picked up the quest, the game will ask you to talk to Canon Balasa. Now, Canon Balasa can be found just right around the corner from where you pick up the quest. Of course, remember the Over This Bridge is one of the epic books for you mages storyline if you are doing it. So I really advise you to pick it up. And it's here right next to the shrine. You need to talk to Canon, and Canon will Karen explaining to you why you are going to have to go to the tombs in a second. Now, the goddess Azura will actually show up on the way of possessing this poor lady, but there you go. It is what it is. This is part of the game, and the next thing that you need to do, of course, is just go to the tomb where you will have to summon a spirit to speak to her about Vivec, which I will show you in a second.
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Okay, so once this is happened, talk to Canon, and he will direct you straight to the Tomb of Summoning, which I will show you exactly what it is. Okay.
What do they teach you? Do? Yes.
Now it's advisable to mount at this stage. Follow the road ahead. It's not too far at all from that point on. So here you will have to talk to Canon, and he will ask you help to get inside the Summoning Tomb and summon the spirit to talk about Vivec. Of course, that is what we are going to do, and the game will ask you then just to get inside the ancestral tomb. Now, be careful here. You will have mobs all around, which you will have to kill. Now, don't take this doorway because that one is locked. You will have to go all the way around, and I will show you the map in a second. Okay, all this will be full with mobs. Fortunately for us, someone already have killed them all. Now, there is at the top where we need to go, so you need to go all the way around. Now, another thing that I want to say to you at this stage is to loot everything you can. It's plenty of coffers and urns that you can actually loot. So once you find the ancestral tomb chamber, you will have to speak to the ancestral spirit, and that's going to be pretty much it for this first part of the Vivec walkthrough storyline. You will have to listen all the chat they are having between them, the summoner and the summonee, or the ancestral spirit for that matter, and then you will have to ask a few questions, and once that is done, then you will be able to move on to the next stage of the quest. As you can see here, talk to the ancestral spirit, ask a few questions, and that's pretty much it. So go out. You will have to talk to Canon outside, which is right there, as you can see on the front. And after speaking to him, he will ask you to meet him at Vivec's palace, which is right on the center of the city. Okay, right here, and that is where we need to go. So find your way there. It's going to be pretty easy. Before you go up, just take this shrine on the left, And that's going to be pretty much it. Look at that beautiful graphics, guys. That is Vivec Palace, and this is part 1 of this amazing storyline. Very, very immersive. It's absolutely beautiful. So go in, and we will have to speak to Vivec first, and he will ask you then to go to the next stage of the quest line. So listen the story, listen what they have to say. If you want to get involved in the storyline, I advise you to do it. This is the first time that you play this game. If not, well, you know what it's all about. And you know, once you speak to Vivec, he will unlock the next stage of this quest.
Step forward, friend of Lavu, and let us speak.
Okay, so let's speak to Vivec.
Canon level.
And of course, he will ask you now to talk to Arcanon Tarvus, which is outside of the Vivec Palace. So that's what we need to do next. Talk to Arcanon Tarvus. So I think that we are going to leave it here, guys. This is the first part of this main storyline, of Vivec's main storyline. We are going to leave it here, contemplating these beautiful graphics. Please comment, subscribe, and like, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, take great care.